All right, guys, we are back again. We are here for part two of Why Nobody Wants Your PDF. And so if
Yeah.
you missed part one, go ahead, stop, go back and listen to part one, because that's going to give you a lot of really good context. And we're just going to pick up right where we left off. So we probably have a lot of you saying at this point, okay, Kara, that's great, but how does that apply to my business? What does that look like? And so Mindy is so good at content, and we want to talk just a little bit about what this is going to look like and some things that you could offer, and also content ideas that are going to help you, A, build your personal brand, B, let people see what it's like to work with you without an experience, right? You can't loop content until you've seen this is the content that your audience, really resonates with. And so one of the tests that I've been doing over the last several months is testing 5 different pillars of content. And what I've noticed is the content that gets the most engagement, the most reach, and the most interaction is content where I'm doing case studies, where I'm giving people a glimpse into what it was like for a client and I to work together.
Mhm.
And them seeing that, that's where I'm getting the shares, the comments, oh my gosh, yes, you're right. When I worked with you, that's exactly how I felt. And getting those is what I've noticed I need to double down on, which is building my personal brand. And it is giving people a way to see a transformation without them actually experiencing it themselves yet. But
Yeah.
they can picture themselves in that. So one of the things that I do in place of a freebie is I offer discovery calls and tech audits, because a lot of my clients have multiple platforms that they could get rid of, save a lot of time, save a lot of money, and really simplify their businesses. And so if they hear me speak about content where I've taken someone through that, I offer a tech audit call. We can get on. You can tell me what you're using. I can say, yes, stay with that tech stack. It's very affordable. You've got it, rolling. Or, hey, this might be a better option for you. And then what does that look like? And how hard is that going to be to implement? So that you walk in really knowing what you're getting into. And
Yeah.
if it's something you're ready to take on. The other thing that I tend to do for my service based business is launch strategy calls, because I've got a lot of people who want to launch courses, memberships, funnels, websites. And so we'll get on and I can show them kind of different websites I've done. I can pick their brain about what their style is. If it's not something that I think I can do, I'm going to always be honest and say that. And then I'm going to point them in another direction. And so both of those are ways that people can experience what it's like to be on a call with you. Because I'm going to just say for just a second, a lot of us can have Facebook face or Instagram face. And then when we get on a call with someone, it's nothing like that.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than investing and then getting on your first call with someone and realizing I just made a crappy investment. This
Yeah.
person, this person is not at all what I thought I was signing up for.
Right.
And so, friends, it does take some time and energy. And I know that time is one of the resources that we don't have a lot of and you can't get back. But pre-qualifying your people is so important. The other thing that I tend to do is if I can't get on a call with someone, I may offer them a 20-minute back and forth convo via Messenger where we're sending voice messages back and forth. So I just wanted to kind of, from a service-based business, tell you how I handle that. And then I'm going to let Mindy talk about, from a product-based business, how she does some of that.
So, and just to kind of recap again, we're talking about why nobody wants your PDF and kind of the challenges in this day and age that we have with those kind of deliverables, with the goal being, obviously, first and foremost, we want to give them transformation. We want to over deliver on what we're offering. But we also then, like to Kara's point and what she just shared, we want to get very creative on some other options and some alternatives. And so again, for those of you listening to this right now and you're like, I like, no one opts into my PDF ever. My first assessment I want you to do of your own self is your content, and
Mhm.
taking a look at how many times you've offered it, how much, transformation on the front end have you given them, and how many times calls to action have you said, you can grab it here, you can grab it here, you can grab it here, and then get gritty and go, okay, if this is not working, what's some other alternatives? I could do a workshop. I could do like Kara does. Maybe it's a 20-minute Voxer, window, however that looks, just to be able to let them experience you and your services and how it works. So on the product side of things, for those of you that don't know, I've been a social seller since 2018 full time. I sell products online. I teach other people how to do the same thing. We love making impacts and making money, right? That's what we do. And so on that side of things, it's a little bit different. I would say, in my world in the wellness space, which I've been in since 2018, 2015, actually, it's been that long. Um, those PDFs of like protein hacks and my top 5 protein recipes that get me 40 grams of protein every, time, those kinds of things I think still work.
Mhm. Yep.
Um, creating the reels with, again, recipes, recipes, recipes for those of you in the health and wellness space or selling health and wellness products. I think recipes for healthy, clean eating still pop off. My electrolytes and my little drink that I drink, I talk about this a lot. Could I create a free resource, a free guide or whatever that gives them exactly my little stack, what makes my water pop, right? Absolutely, I could. But the most important part of it is all this being said, and you can have the prettiest PDF in the world. You can have the best workshop you've ever created in your whole life. It could be magical with all kinds of beautiful, Canva things and all the things that I don't do a very good job of. My point is, if nobody ever actually learns about it, hears about it, you're excited about it, and you're sharing it online, it could be the coolest thing in the world and no one's going to get it. So that, I think, not to kind of flip back to that again, but I think that part is so key and so important. And the whole purpose behind the PDF in the first place, behind the workshop in the first place, from a marketer standpoint, from a smart businesswoman standpoint, is you want to be able to capture that lead. That's
Mhm.
actually the goal here. We obviously transformation, delivery, over delivering. Yeah, 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 yeah. But we want to also build the traffic that we have, that we own. We want to build the traffic that we own, and we own that email traffic. We own that lead in a sense, to where now we can market to them. Now we've taken them off the social media platform, which I'm totally going into what we talked about on Unstuck and Unstoppable last night. So I'll veer back. But I think it's just important for those of you that have not taken our foundational boot camp, Unstuck and Unstoppable. If some of this you're like, I didn't know this. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this. Get into Unstuck and Unstoppable. This is why Kara and I created it. I'm going to go on a tangent for a sec because somebody needs to hear this. You have been spinning your wheels and spinning your wheels, and you are, I hate the word STUCK, but you are right now. And we know why. You're missing some basic foundations. That's why Kara and I built this thing. That's why we put it together. And so comment the word unstuck or whatever parts of social you're watching this from. Likely there is a link to Unstuck and Unstoppable. You need to check it out. You really
Yeah.
do.
And
Foundationally.
I want to talk a little bit too about product based, because I know Mindy, that's really her baby, but showing before and after transformations
Oh, dude.
of
Yeah.
her clients, of herself, talking about how she felt before and after.
Yes.
Those are kind of like I use testimonials with, the way that I'm revolutionizing somebody's tech stack and freeing up their time and saving them money.
Hmm.
Those convert just as well. And one of the pieces of content that I think does so well, and I follow several people who do this, yes, recipes. But
Hmm.
friends, I would even challenge you, you get in the kitchen and you create the recipe, make the video and
Yeah.
have it doesn't even have to have your face in it, but have your hands in there and doing the things to grab their attention and get them to save that video or say, hey, screenshot this so you don't lose it, whatever it is. But using those kind of pieces of content, people are more likely to follow you, save you so that you get found again. And somebody's like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite content creator. Like I'm thinking of one every time she posts, and I don't know her name, but I follow her religiously. Every time she posts, she's like, these are the meals that I ate on repeat to lose 55 pounds in a year. And they look delicious. I've yet
Yeah.
to make any of them, but I save every one of them. I save every
I
one.
follow a keto guy and I don't even eat keto, but I like his content. It's true. And here's again the thing, guys, and I want you all to think about this. And so we observe it as a buyer. I want you guys to put your buyer glasses on for a minute and go think of the people that you follow, the people that you engage with on social media, and come the time where they put out a solid offer, you're probably going to click on it. Whether it's a paid offer or a free offer, you're probably going to click on it. Now take your buyer glasses off and put on your business glasses and look through the lens now of that business owner. Are you delivering that kind of content? Are you offering that call to action, that free guide, that recipe, that workshop, whatever? Are you offering it as much as your person that you like totally are obsessed with on social media. You got to think about these things, my friends, because again, it goes back to your PDF might not suck, your workshop might not suck, but if you're not talking about it, you're not offering it, you're not showing the transformations, the before and afters, the here's what happened when, here's where she was at when she came to me, and here's where she's at now, you're totally missing the boat. And that
Yeah.
sucks because you've probably got something great. Nobody
And
sees it.
and to go back to Mindy's point, she says, "I, watch a keto person and I don't eat keto." But I bet Mindy knows someone who eats keto
Oh, yeah.
that when she sees something, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta see this recipe. I don't eat keto, but I bet you would love it." Or when it comes up in conversation at church or, over dinner when you go out with friends, like, "Oh, I'm gonna start, a keto diet soon." Oh my gosh, you've got to follow this content creator, right? Like we want our names coming up in rooms that we are not in.
Yes, because all good business is referral business. Anybody that is a referral, and think about this, you guys. How many of you post like, guys, I need a carpet cleaner, right? Like who's got a good carpet cleaner, house cleaner, or whatever. All of a sudden your best friend Kara is like, hey, this is who I use. I'm like, done, done. Here's my money. I don't vet them. I don't like stalk them on social media. I don't care. If Kara
Mhm.
trusts them, I trust them. That trust is built.
Yes,
And
that
so
is the
referral
trust
businesses,
transfer. Yep.
yeah. Yeah.
That is that trust transfer. I had a client that came to me recently from a business coach that I had in the past. She came to me through someone else. And I mean, we got on the phone and I asked her some qualifying questions. What are you looking to do? I showed her like other things that we could do beyond that. And I mean, sale was closed. I didn't even, she was just like, where do I sign up and when can we start?
Yeah.
Right. That trust was transferred because that lead was handed off to me by someone who already knew me, loved me, and trusted me, and that
Yep.
person trusted her.
Yeah.
So friends, that is such great business. So I just want to say, I want you to brainstorm. What is your ultimate goal with your client? For example, the lady that I follow that does the 55, the recipe she's used to lose 55 pounds in a year. She has all kinds of paid PDFs that are like, here's your grocery list to make these 10 recipes and how to do it, in a really easy time frame. That's something
Mhm.
I would pay for instead of going back and grabbing screenshots of all those and typing them out and figuring out my grocery list. Right? So, like, she has kept the end goal in mind and she has created a product that's going to save time and money by paying her. She's still
Mhm.
giving a lot of value. We could still get the recipe.
Yeah.
So ultimately think about what is the product that you want to offer and how can we give people a taste of that, but then make it so that it's a no-brainer for them to just work with you.
Yeah, and that I'll end it with this. If you're kind of, again, on this entrepreneurial journey and you're just kind of all out of sorts, you know what I mean? You got the squirrels having a rave in your brain and you're just, it's that state of overwhelm and stuck. I'm going to actually tell you about the roadmap. We're going to actually put together a roadmap of kind of what business looks like and some checkpoints along the way that is going to help you go, gosh, you're trying to be on, the fourth turn in the road, but you've missed the curve around the very first turn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's some steps here that you've missed, which is why it's all kind of loosey goosey right now. And you've got all kinds of ends just straggling around. And so comment the word roadmap or wherever you're watching this from, look for the description. We'll link it in the description somewhere to get the roadmap. Because again, after 15 years, Kara's been an entrepreneur. I've been full time since 2018 at this. It's not our first rodeo. We've coached over 3,800, taken over 3,800 coaching calls, and we've just come together and we've accumulated all of this knowledge and we're like, okay, let's map this out for these guys so they can go, here's where I'm at. Here's what I've missed. Let's go back and plug the holes, right? Fill the potholes in that road. And now we got some smooth sailing. So I
Yeah.
hope that's helpful.
And I will say on that roadmap, it's going to ask you, it's going to have some qualifiers under each one of those sections. You cannot skip one of those qualifiers. You
Yeah.
cannot move ahead until those foundations are in place. If you do, that's exactly why you get stuck. And so
That's
that's
it.
what we see. And so we've really set that up where you may have to go back a few steps and get some foundational things in place. And so
Yeah.
we just want to offer you that resource and invite you to Unstuck and Unstoppable.
Yeah. Love it. All right, guys. We will see you back here, same time, same place next week. Take care. Until then, God bless. See ya.